Okay, so what do you want?
Good morning to you, too.
No, it's too early for good morning. Why did you call me in?
Well, if you're going to be booking bands, we're going to have to talk budget.
Now?
The sooner the better.
What a load.
Excuse me?
You don't want to talk about money. You dragged me in here at the crack of dawn because you're pissed that I kissed Jared Banks last night.
All right.
Do you have any cream?
Good morning, Natalie. Come on in.
You know, when my mom's in town, we never run out of anything. And now that she's not here, I guess I'm gonna have to be the one going through the cupboards, figuring out what we need, making a list and giving it to Lois to tell her to go to the store. And I'm from a trailer park, okay? I don't want to ask Lois to go to the store for me, and I certainly don't have time to do it for myself.
Can you give me a ballpark figure on how long this rant's gonna last?
Rant?
Well, whatever you're missing, I don't think it's milk. What's going on with you?
What the hell is going on here?
Oh, good morning. Just a friendly game of poker. Want to buy in?
Be right there.
Hi.
Hey,
I brought you some coffee.
thanks.
Oh, is this a bad time?
Actually, it is.
I'm sorry, I probably should have called first.
Look, I haven't forgotten everything with us. But the verdict went down, and I've been in free fall ever since.
It's okay.
You say that like you mean it.
I do.
Then I've never met anyone like you.
Who's there?
You're playing poker at this hour in the morning?
Oh, no. We started much early, but we had to keep it down because of Bree. We just dropped her off at daycare, so now we can crank it up.
Hey, you remember Melba and Boo, Roxy's friends, right?
Hi. What's shaking, baby?
Okay, this is ridiculous.
What's that? I can't hear you.
Can you turn that down?
What?
Turn it down!
Oh, is it bothering you?
Please!
I haven't seen his cranky in the morning.
Yeah, after we gave him the
I know what you're doing here.
Everything.
You're setting me up and it's not gonna work.
I have no idea what he's talking about. Do you?
Got me.
The loud music, these two characters, it's amateur night. It's not gonna change a thing.
All I did was invite Boo and Melba up from Atlantic City. Hey, I gotta win back some of the cash you got from me, right?
You actually want to risk a rematch. You did lose the controlling interest in your vineyard last time we played cards, Nash.
That's true. That is true. But now I got Jessica here, so maybe my luck will change. Hey, take a seat.
Yeah, take a load off.
Yeah, we lost a wad to you too, and me and Melba, we don't like to lose.
It's not like you have a job to go to or anything.
Ooh.
You're gonna sit down and nanny up for what?
Why not?
Whoa, maybe you ought to throw some clothes on, or I'm going to have one hell of a time concentrating on my cards.
All right, well, don't lose all your money before I get back.
With any luck, he'll be out of our hair by the end of the day.
And more importantly, out of the house. Oh, what in the hell is wrong with you?
God, you didn't have to bite me.
Well, I didn't, really. I wake up from the middle of a deep sleep and you have your hand over my mouth. You're lucky that I didn't hurt you worse.
I was trying not to wake the kids. Actually, I was trying to make sure that Dorian didn't release the hounds.
Well, you scared me to death.
Sorry.
What are you doing skulking around my room in the morning anyway like this?
Why don't you just go back to sleep?
I went to bed last night and you weren't home. Did you sleep at all?
A couple hours.
Todd, what's going on? What are you doing?
Get some stuff. You know, the maid keeps putting my clothes in your room. She thinks because we're married, we're sleeping together.
Well, are you getting all your stuff because you're moving back to the penthouse?
No, I'm getting my stuff because I'm gonna go find my kid.
Hey. Nice shirt.
Thought you'd like it. I got one for you, too.
Thanks, but wearing a shirt like that in front of Todd would be like waving a red flag in front of a bull.
Screw Todd. Since when do you care what he thinks or feels about anything?
Since myself, himself, and my brother decided we'd go looking for Marcy together.
What? You want to say that again?
The three of us will be spending a lot of time together in an automobile, so I think pissing the guy off deliberately is probably a bad idea.
Let me see if I got this right. The three of you are going to be in a car together looking for Marcy and the baby. Speaking of screws, I think you got a couple loose.
You may be right, but we have to find her before the FBI does, and my brother wants to keep an eye on Todd, so it kind of works out.
Have you heard from her?
No. My brother tracked her to her brother's house in New Jersey, but she was gone before we got there.
Hey, you got to give her a lot of credit. You know, it takes a lot of moxie to snatch Tommy and run off like that.
Oh, well, I'll tell you one thing. There's no way she's going to give that kid up without a fight.
And now she's got to stay one step ahead of the FBI?
Yeah. The FBI, the cops, and Todd.
Oh, man. You know, if she can pull this off, I bet I know the subject matter of her next bestseller.
No, well, don't worry. I didn't come here to talk about us. I really wanted to know if you found out anything about Marcy.
We lost her again.
I know how worried you must be. Is there anything I can do to help?
No. I think I got it covered.
So do you have any idea where she is?
We're pretty sure her brother helped her dump her car and get a fake ID. Did all that before she ducked out on us.
I really am sorry. I know how much that little boy means to you.
Yeah, it means a lot.
I understand. I mean, how horrible it must be not knowing where they are or what's happening to them.
It's tougher on Mike.
You know, I just don't understand it. How could she just leave him behind?
Mike knew that Manning is Tommy's father, and he didn't tell her. She thinks that's the reason why she lost her son.
Well, if she gets caught.
It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
Oh, I didn't realize you were going somewhere. But you're going after her, aren't you? I guess I should have known.
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want some drink other than coffee?
Nope, coffee is fine. Thank you. Do you really have to make that noise?
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. It's your bet, jarhead.
Okay, don't call me that. Do not call me that.
Jessica told me it was your nickname.
How did you know that?
Natalie's my sister. She tells me everything.
Well, I don't like it, so don't call me it.
Stop stalling, Jared. Better fold.
Call. Full boat. Fours over queens.
Damn.
Jared!
So now you're gonna start throwing peanuts at me.
Well, you're supposed to catch them in your mouth, see?
Okay, I can choke on that.
It's okay, I know the Heimlich maneuver.
Oh yeah, that's funny. Okay, so what do we have in store for tomorrow? Do we got clowns and bagpipes coming?
I don't know what he's talking about.
This lame attempt to annoy me, it couldn't be more obvious.
But is it working?
Okay, sorry guys. Not only am I not leaving, I haven't lost a cent.
But you haven't actually won anything yet either, have you?
No, we all pretty much broke even.
That's been real, but we got a pretty long drive back to Atlantic City, so hey, let's do this again sometime.
Oh, well, hey, next time, don't even bother calling for us. Just come by, money in hand. We'll do it.
Aw, thanks, honey.
I'll walk you to the door.
Got my purse, hun?
Oh, baby. So what do you say, Jarhead? One more hand?
Heads up poker, you and me, huh? Hope you got some interesting stakes.
Actually, I do. We each put up 10% of our shares of the vineyard. What do you say?
Don't flatter yourself, Sarah. This has nothing to do with you kissing Jared Banks.
Sure had you and Natalie pretty steamed up last night.
Listen, if you want to ignore what we said and date a loser like Jared, it's your business.
So you call me in here before the gas and sip even opens to work on a budget.
Well, it's quiet. It's a good time to talk. Plus, you got to know the bottom line once you start haggling with these band managers.
You're playing with me. You know I don't have a clue about any of that financial crap. I use my contacts to book bands. That's what I do. Whether or not they bring in money, it's your problem.
Like hell. You book a band that costs us more than what they make, and the club loses money instead of making it.
So why don't you do the budget and tell me how much I can pay the bands? I'm going back to sleep.
You know, this is so you. You want to have all the fun, but you don't want any of the responsibility.
What's with the lecture? Put on a suit and you be my grandpa.
You don't want to learn? Fine.
So this mood you're in has nothing to do with me and Jared.
Nothing.
You sure?
Positive.
God. You are in such denial, it's scary.
Denial about what?
About liking me and being jealous that I kissed another guy.
I'm upset because I have no cream for my coffee, and you're saying that it's a big deal? I don't...
No, I was just asking you what's going on with you, that's all. You're the one who's making a big deal out of it. You know, my psychiatrist would have a field day with you.
Oh, God. Tell me you're not turning into one of those.
One of what?
You're seeing a therapist, and then all of a sudden, everything and everyone has some sort of hidden meaning to it. You know, maybe a shrink's not such a good idea for you.
You know, you didn't have a problem with me seeing a shrink before. What's different? Could it be that there's something going on with you because of John and Marty?
No, I told you that I'm getting past all that. It has nothing to do with John.
So, it's something. What's his name?
Why does it have to be a him?
Natalie.
Okay. Yeah. It's that guy I told you about, Jared Banks.
The guy that you don't want to work with?
Yes.
Well, is he causing you trouble at work?
Yes. Well, no, I fired him.
So what's the problem?
Just move back off. You know, ever since I fired him, he moved in with Nash and Jessica, and now he's driving them crazy. He won't move out unless I give him his job back, which I offered him his job back, and he wouldn't take it.
So why did you fire him?
You're not gonna believe this. Okay, out of the blue, he grabs me, kisses me, and then he has the nerve to tell me that I liked it.
Arrogant.
And it gets better. He figures out that I'm onto him. It's not gonna work on me, so he starts coming on to my cousin Sarah.
And you care about this because...
Because she's my cousin, and he's a con artist, and he kissed her, and he's taking her out on a date.
Do you want to know what I think?
I think you're gonna tell me whether I want you to or not.
I think you're bent out of shape because you're jealous.
You've been suspended, John. You don't have the authority to do this.
Well, even if I wasn't suspended, this would be out of my jurisdiction. The minute she crossed state line, this case was turned over to the feds.
Well, then why don't you let them handle it?
Oh, I think I should find Marcy first.
Okay, what are you not telling me?
I know the agent who's in charge of the case. From back in my days at the Bureau, Lee Ramsey. He's a real ass.
I mean, you don't think that he would hurt Marcy or the baby, do you?
I think he could push Marcy into doing something dangerous. Everything will go down a lot easier if I find her first.
Just be careful.
Well, it's not like she's armed and dangerous.
Well, from what you said, though, this Lee Ramsey guy, he's not going to like it that you're going after her without him knowing it. And, you know, you're too good of a cop to go to jail for interfering with a federal investigation. It could ruin your career. You know that.
What makes you think that I am jealous of Sarah and Jared?
Because of the way you're acting.
And how the hell am I acting?
Do you remember what I was like when I found out about John and Marty?
Let's see. You were obsessed. I can't stand being in the same room as Jared.
And my therapist would say that's denial.
Word of advice, Miles. Cut back on the shrink.
Well, if I do, maybe you should pick up the open hours, because I think you'd benefit from expressing all these feelings about Jared.
So the guy slobbers on me and I'm a goner? I mean, come on, Miles. That is so demeaning to me. You think I'm just gonna fall for this con who's a good kisser? Okay. Maybe I have feelings for him.
Would you like to discuss these feelings?
Hate, distrust, loathing. Those are my feelings for Jared. See, I shared. Happy now?
Natalie, I just want to help you. I owe you that. When I was going off the rails, you were there for me. I just want to do the same for you.
But I'm not going off the rails, Miles. I just want to protect Nash and Jessica and Sarah from Jared.
Okay. Okay, fine.
Do you believe me now?
No. I believe that you believe it.
Jealous of you and Jared. Not a chance.
Oh, so the idea that you might like me makes you laugh?
I do like you, Sarah. I think you're a great girl, and that's why it makes me kind of, I don't know, sad, I guess, to see you doing something so stupid as hooking up with a guy like Jared.
Oh, come on. You don't even know him.
You don't know him. I think I have the guy's number.
No, you're just listening to Natalie.
Do you really want to hook up with a guy who's got it in for your family?
From what I've heard, he has every right to be mad at Princess Jessica after what she did to him.
It was Tess, not Jess.
Oh, what, so all is forgiven? I mean, she treats the guy like crap, throws him into prison for something he didn't do, but she was sick, so he's just supposed to let it go?
Listen, this has nothing to do with Jared and Jessica or Natalie and Jared. This is about you and Jared. And Natalie says that the only reason this guy wants to hook up with you is because you're a Buchanan.
Yeah, I know. I was there. She acts as if I couldn't possibly attract a man on my own. How sweet of cousin Natalie to look out for me.
We just don't want to see you get hurt or disappointed, Sarah.
Well, thank you very much, but I am perfectly capable of taking care of myself, Christian.
From what I know about your history, I don't think so.
So, we up for another hand?
Actually, I just proposed another hand to him. I actually proposed that we each put up 10% of our stake in the vineyard. That way, he'll have a bigger piece of the pie.
And if I lose, you have controlling interest.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm a fool?
No, I think that you're a guy who likes to take risks.
Should I remind you that every time we've played poker, I won?
We've only played once.
Well, if I win again, do you agree to stop with the loud music in the morning and the weird types at the breakfast table?
Probably not.
At least you're honest.
Well, somebody's got to be.
Hey, I haven't lied to you about anything. I didn't lie to you about what tested to me. I didn't lie to you about what I want. And I have not lied to you about how I feel.
But you're making our lives a living hell.
Yeah, well, payback's a bitch, and so are you.
Oh, hey. What do you say? You win or not?
Nothing is going to happen to Marcy.
Hey, right. You know, I didn't mean to imbibe that it would. It's just that she's between a crock and a hard place. She's got the feds after her, and she's got you three guys after her. So no matter who catches her and the baby, she's going to have to give the baby back to Todd. Am I right about that?
Yeah, that's the truth. But I think it'll be easier for her if we find her before the FBI does.
Oh, man, I don't think that's such a good idea.
Maybe it's not, but look, I have to try and find her. I have to try and talk some sense into her. I have to tell her she's not going to be able to get away with this.
She's already getting away with it.
Yeah, well, the FBI just put a new guy on the case. The guy's a real pit bull. It's only a matter of time before he brings her in. Now, if she turns herself in, maybe she can avoid heavy jail time.
Well, why should she go to the joint when she's running away with her own kid?
Tommy's not legally ours anymore. You know that. I can't let Marcy go to jail, not after everything I've already done to her.
What have you done to her?
I found out last winter that Todd was really Tommy's father, and I didn't tell her anything. I wanted to protect her.
So how the hell did she find out?
Lindsay?
Whoa, man.
Yeah. Whoa is right. Roxy. This thing is such a mess, you know? Yeah, I keep thinking that maybe if I had told her, maybe we could have done something, you know? Maybe we could have disappeared. But I didn't. And now Todd's gonna end up with Tommy no matter what. Well, the best I can hope for in this situation is that Marcy can get out of this with the least amount of suffering.
Here we go. Another wild goose chase.
No, there's nothing wild about it this time. I have a legion of PIs collecting information for me.
You know, Todd, if you find Marcy first, it could ruin everything.
Oh, ye little faith.
Why won't you let the police and the FBI handle all of this?
I don't trust the police and the FBI to do it right. Actually, I'm kind of working with them anyway.
Kind of work? What do you mean, kind of working with them?
Yeah, I don't have time to explain. I have to go. We have to get an early start.
Who's we? What do you...
Guys I'm going with.
All right, I want names and numbers.
Come on, Blair.
Don't treat me like I'm a nagging wife here. I've been in on this with you from the beginning, and I expect a little truth here, a little honesty. You have to tell me everything, for the kid's sake.
Well, you know the guy, and you have his number.
Rex?
No, you like this one better. I am teaming up with John McBain.
The wild child is back.
This could be dangerous. I'm not gonna be home tonight. Now you're freaking me out.
Farrah Faf, Mimi from Days, becomes Gigi on One Life to Live.
I got that deja vu feeling. This is historic.
Fierce, fearless, Farrah Faf.
And come on, be honest. Isn't this whole thing kind of scary you?
Farrah Faf as the new Gigi. Coming to One Life to Live. Weeknights at 9 only on SoapNet.
You're traveling with John McBain? Wait a minute. How did you convince him to do that?
It was his idea.
You're gonna kill each other, Todd.
No, his brother's coming. He'll be a buffer.
You hate Michael as much as you hate John.
It'll be okay, Blair.
It'll be okay, Blair. You know how many times I've heard that before?
You know me, Blair. I'm not going to sit around by the phone waiting for it to ring when one of my kids is in trouble. I'm going to go out there, and I'm not going to come back until I got him. That's it.
Well, I know how much you want to find him, Todd. Just... will you be careful, please?
Always.
Bull.
You want to wish your husband good luck?
Good luck, Todd. Please. Please be careful.
All right, for the kids.
Not just for the kids. You better go. Don't want to get stuck in traffic.
It's amazing what people have done for Tommy. Let me see if I got this right. Lindsay murdered Spencer. You lied to Marcy and to the judge. Marcy runs away with the kid, and then Todd and Blair get remarried, all before the kid is 2 years old.
Well, he's an amazing kid, you know?
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Could Could you check my mail? Could you see if there's anything from Marcy? If there is, will you call me on my cell?
Hey, no problemo. And believe me, if I find out where she is, I'm not gonna rat her out. No matter how big the reward is.
Thanks a lot for everything. I'm gonna go finish packing.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks again.
All right, don't worry.
Can we please change the subject?
To what?
How about you? Look, I'm sorry that I didn't make it for your sentencing.
Oh, Natalie, I understand. I know how busy you are at your new job, and it could have been worse. I can afford the fine, and I really don't mind doing the community service.
Do you know what you're going to be doing?
Actually, Roxy still has some community service hours to perform.
Still?
Yeah, she's trying to find something that we can do together.
You guys are going to do community service together? Roxy?
Yeah, I stopped by the hotel, and we started talking, and...
Look, be careful with Roxy. I mean, she means well, but gosh, I don't want to see you get in any more trouble.
Well, thanks for the advice. I have some for you, too.
Which is?
Go ahead and try to protect Jessica and your cousin from Jared. Just make sure that's the real reason you're doing it.
It is. I have no doubt. Let's do lunch.
You just tell me when. Lying and denial.
Who are you to talk about my history? What is that supposed to mean?
It means you tend to hook up with guys you don't know anything about.
Hunter, one mistake.
Yeah, you don't know who this guy is or what he's after.
And you do?
No one seems to know, Sarah, which is even more reason why you should stay away from him.
It's dinner at the palace. It's not a cruise for two on the Amazon.
Didn't you learn anything from Hunter? Huh? Come on, Sarah, face it. You gotta think for bad boys, and you're gonna wind up getting into trouble.
Then find me an alternative.
Like who?
Like you.
An additional 10% of an already struggling vineyard who is yet to show a profit against giving up my controlling interest. Forget it.
Oh, so you're just gonna torture us forever and ever and ever?
Well, maybe just another couple of years, to make up for some lost time I spent in prison. Oh, by the way, I'm not going to be here for dinner tonight. I'm taking your cousin, Sarah, out to the palace.
Wait, you're dating Sarah?
Well, she seems like a great girl, Got a mind of her own. I don't think you're going to be able to turn her against me like you did Natalie.
No, Jared, you did that all on your own.
Sparky, you look tired. Sleepless night or something? You missed me, and you're here to beg for me to come back.
I have no intention of interfering. If I find Marcy, I'll notify the feds. I'm just not going to turn her over to Ramsey.
Okay.
I'll have to get going. Marcy has quite a lead on us.
Well, I will walk you out.
Hey, look. I know this stinks in terms of us. Whatever us is.
I understand.
I have no choice right now.
John, I said it's okay.
Thanks.
Good luck.
I guess this is goodbye.
Are you alone or are you in the midst of something?
I'm all alone. Come on in.
Hey, nice digs you got here.
Thank you. Vicky's very kind to let me stay here.
Vicky. Hey, Natty really had to talk her into that one.
Yeah, I'm very grateful to both of them.
Yeah.
So, what brings you by?
Oh, yeah. Well, I found the perfect community service for us to do. Oh. You know, something that we really could do together.
Great. Unwed mothers counseling at the free clinic.
You knew I'd be here, didn't you?
You're always here.
That's because I don't have a job. But Natalie can fix that if she'd give me my job back on my terms. And she'd admit that she overreacted to the kiss.
When hell freezes over.
Why are you here, Natalie?
Actually, Jarhead here, well, he couldn't get to our family through Jessica or me, so he's going to our family through Sarah.
He just told us.
Well, I'm here to tell him you are not going out with that girl.
Sparky, I'm so touched. You know, no wonder you have those bags under your eyes. You were up all night because you wished it was you going on the date with me.
Wow. Ain't love grand?
Knock it off, Manning.
What are you doing here?
Did McPain tell you? We're going to get my kid.
You're going with him?
That's not my first choice, but yeah.
Are the two of you insane? You'll kill each other.
Yeah, that's why I bring along a ref.
Michael?
Yeah, Michael.
Oh, okay. That'll make it a lot better.
That'll be it. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, he just got here. I'll meet you in the lobby. Okay. Let's go.
Now, are you guys sure you don't want to take a couple more minutes to finish off? I mean, no matter what you do, whether you're putting me in jail or setting up roadblocks for me or whatever you do, you're in my blood. And you always will be. The heart just doesn't get up and leave. It stays. Hey, John, can we take my car?
The car's a little flashy. I think I'll drive.
Okay. Well, let me get my bag.
Hey, Marty. Todd. Let's hit the road. Manning's got to get his bag.
Lieutenant McBain?
What's going on, Madison?
My business is with your brother.
Oh, no, not that one.
Oh, thank God. Because unwed mothers is not my area of expertise.
Good to know that. No. Yeah, we could be working at the community center just a couple of hours a week, and really, it'll be a piece of cake. You know, we could serve juice and, do art projects like, gluing up stuff on top of other stuff, and you could be like the basketball coach.
Are you sure you want to work with kids?
Oh, yeah. I'm great with kids. Not my own kids, but other kids, they love me.
Well, I love kids too. I just don't know anything about them. And I don't know anything about basketball coaching.
What's to know? It's like soccer, but you get to use your hands. Or maybe like basketball is like soccer, but you get to use your feet.
Okay, well, I don't know soccer either.
Yeah, well, that shouldn't be too difficult. We'll just do a little web surfing. Huh? What do you say?
Okay, sounds good. I guess.
You sure? Because I think we could be a dynamic twosome. Beauty and the Beast.
Right. Yes, I'm so jealous of you and Sarah. I'm green with envy.
Well, if the shoe fits.
I don't want my cousin dating a jerk like you, but you can go out with the Olsen twins for
What's for breakfast? I could go for a bagel right now.
Oh, God. I don't know how you guys can stand being around him. I mean, when I'm around him for 2 seconds, I feel like I want to strangle him.
Well, we can't stand being around him. We're throwing every trick in the book at him, but it's not working.
Not quite. It is time to pull out the big guns.
Me.
Yes, you. You said you liked me, as if I couldn't already tell.
I do like you. But Not like that.
Like what?
Look, Sarah, I wouldn't want to be your next mistake. Nothing personal.
Oh, I get it. Because you're still hung up on Evangeline, and it's way too soon for you to even consider moving on with somebody else.
You don't know what you're talking about.
No, and you know what the best thing is? As long as she's still in the coma, you can keep using that excuse over and over again.
It's a little cold, don't you think?
I didn't mean it the way it sounded. I hope she wakes up today. But waiting for her to wake up is another great way out of making the decision about what you want to do with your life.
And if you were honest with yourself, you'd realize it's too soon for you to get involved with anyone else, too.
I am honest with myself, and I'm ready to move on. So whether you like it or not, and whether you approve of it or not, I'm going on that date with Jared Banks.
Do me a favor, Todd, please, and just come home safe and sound and with your son. Just make this be over.
If you're here to ask me if I've seen Marcy or heard from her, the answer is no.
What's going on?
I'm really sorry about this, Lieutenant. Michael McBain, you're under arrest for perjury.
Under arrest?
Looks like somebody's not coming on the road trip.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
Feuding families, forbidden love, dangerous consequences. Cole and Star, they can't be together. They can't live apart. One Life to Live, next on SoapNet.
On the next One Life to Live.
Are you ever coming home?
You would make the perfect foster mother.
I need your help. You have to hide me.
Before we go anywhere, we're going to get a couple things straight.
Watch weekdays on ABC, weeknights on SoapNet.